I got a loud mouth. I got a loud mouth. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, man, ain't nothing better than when you get a chance to be prepped. You know, for something like this. A lot of times we just freestyling when we do events, but as long as we've been doing it, man, we professional enough where we can say, hey, I'm excited about what I'm doing. I still get nervous about stuff like this because this is the real thing. This is a real LLC. This is a real company. This is a real brand. You've been doing this longer than most of these brothers been rapping. We've been doing this longer than some of these brothers been alive.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing to be sitting here next to you, know, like in this setting. You know what I'm saying? Like you was just saying, we've been doing it for a long time. That, you know, to watch you grow, to watch my business grow, to watch us be fathers. You know what I'm saying? And put back into the community. Yeah, man, I'm blessed and honored, you know what I'm saying, to be sitting here with you to do this, you know what I'm saying, because I've been trying to get it done.
And I got a little chill bump from that because, see, sometimes I try to be so modest and humble that I don't accept the flowers like that. Like you know, when I'm on the block and I'm in different cities and people run up to me and say, hey, you this and you that, or somebody see me like I was at the prison. I rapped at London Correctional Institute in July, and I seen like 45 brothers that I knew, and then like 12 that really knew me, and they ran up to me like, yo, my dude, oh my God, that's Wallabe, and they were so happy, and it blew me away because it was a different demonstration in the prison than they was when they was with me on the street. And then I'm getting all these guys who wanted my autographs and taking pictures with me, and I'm like, nigga, you an inmate, you a whole criminal, nigga, but I can't judge you. Yeah. I'm going to embrace this love I'm getting because I don't know you. I don't even know what you're here for. You could be an innocent man, so I don't even care nothing about that right now. I'm just want to embrace this love.
To stop you right there, Mandy was here the other day, Mandy Cobb. You know,
God bless Mandy Cobb. That's my homie right there.
We love Mandy. And she said the same thing because, you know, she worked in the correctional, that's her field. You know, so she worked in that. And she was saying, you know, she's here to do a job, so whether it's a criminal, he might have been on death row. She said she worked on death row too, like in being a CO. So you can't really over punish the person for the crime they already serving.
And they already serving their time. Yeah. And the judge already did what he did. So you right. I don't even triple that, but I'm saying from the mental perspective of it all, I'm getting my respect from this cat because of who I am.
Exactly.
And he don't even know the work I really put in.
But you know what? Some of the flowers, you know, that we look for, and I told somebody else this, we get a lot of love that we get a support that, you know, people like, oh, nobody supports me. We really do get support. See, it's the support that we be looking for sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? That people get confused because what you do every day and how hard you work, and you know, in your head, nobody works like you. You know it. But it doesn't get reciprocated like that every day. So when you can walk into a prison per se, these people don't have the same access every day of free life to just go out and see who's on Instagram, Facebook, when they get a chance to see it, or something like you said, you impacted real lives. So when you can walk into
it's like TikTok in person. Like they said TikTok down. This mother, this you can hear in person. Walking through the yard with this hood solid jacket on with this. What are you about to do? And he rapping on the yard.
It's real.
He rapping on the yard. Come on, man. He ain't rapping on the yard. Wallabe rapping on the yard. Man, you know how many calls? They was making so many phone calls home that by the time I got to Columbus, I was getting called. People like, man, you was in the yard rapping.
He was in the yard rapping.
So besides that, man, it's a blessing to even receive what you just said, even from you, because this is your podcast and I'm being interviewed. So like taking that realization, sometimes I forget about that. Because I done did so many other artists, like putting other artists in position that's further than us. Yeah. That's in the game a little deeper than us. Not deeper than us, but made it to the point where they making this big money. They getting paid for big shows. I'm talking about going from Jelly Roll to Highlight to Doobie to it's a couple other guys. That's straight from Columbus, Ohio. That's doing a lot of work. I'm talking about from Busy Bone, even though Bone was way ahead of us, but not necessarily because we were still working and grinding at that time. So it's a beautiful thing, man. From all the artists from Ohio and Columbus specifically that's been signed and majors. And I'm still an independent guy, but get so much love and respect when I'm in Vegas, California, Atlanta, New York. I'm talking about Rest in Peace Badass. I remember when he first met me. I'm talking about Taz from the Alcoholics. He called me 2-3 days ago. Listen, he called me 2-3 days ago. Like, I mean, that's my dude, but we tight like they give me the respect though, like you just said. Like, oh man, when you come to Columbus, man, you gotta hear it. You ain't never heard of Wallabe, you ain't from Columbus.
But look though, and this is what when I bring my friends on here, and I always say my friends and my peers, because like I said, we've been doing this a long time. We come from an era there was no social media. You had to be who you was, who you said you was on these records as an entertainer. That's who you had to be. Nowadays, it's fabricated. So that's why I like to give our flowers to our own people. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's so hard to walk outside and they see you with the banners. They see you with the Hood Solid merch. They see you at all the shows. I mean, we can keep going. You know, we're going to get there. But what I'm saying is, it comes a point of time where you got to let the people know from your own, they need to know your story. See, that's what social media does for us, the people who've been grinding for so long, the people who have been out there in the field, that we got stories.
Before the MySpace.
Before the MySpace, the Black Planet.
Before the Facebook.
Before that, before all of that.
Before the Black Planet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before that.
The Instagram.
Icebreaker day.
The TikTok.
This is OSU Icebreaker days. Getting flyers, putting them up all down High Street.
Guerrilla marketing to its fullest extent.
Guerrilla marketing.
And it's crazy that I'm still guerrilla style to this day, and that's what people be amazed by when they see me out and I still pop up out of nowhere and pull a flyer out. When I pop up and pull a flyer out, and this is a whole nother demonstration.
We gonna get into this later.
But just to still pop out flyers, and then I run up on gas stations still and put these on gas pumps, man. These are stickers, man. I still put these on gas pumps. The numbers be changing that I got on here from meeting new individuals who taking care of business for me. I got business managers. I got different consultants I deal with. And I never lock in somebody like for the long haul, because it's so many people that had to change hats and positions in life that they couldn't run with me this long. Like, I've been running for so long. I've been on the run so long.
Talk about it.
I've been on the run for so long, man.
This whole run, so
you know, I mean, I remember it all started in '94 from trees. We had our dice game, burning weed, conversations, older G's, trying to get the best of me, moving acres off the older brother, just a favor. I met my wifey early '97, touching waiters, an older, younger image, never did run from niggas. I saw myself a famous, quick and blinded by the sinning, but now my eyes are open, seeing clear, moving closer. I paid everybody y'all owe, plus for promotions.
Woo.
So just even going off of, like, in my lifetime, never confused with crime, selling fat dimes. Jamaican weed, I smoked all the time, still trying to get mine. I'm on some tug of war shit. I want to synthesize with some thug shit. Tranquilize thoughts inside my mind, highs and trips. Then I realize I'm really live, so I know I must strive for success. Life is a test, that niggas rest. Souls is blessed, I'm puffing because of all this stress. So this was on Lifetime. Storylines of my lifetime. Juvenile runs, bowling just when I be high. Now that I'm older, it's time to strive. Experiencing lies of how they died. So how can you relate into this crooked lifetime? That was my first song. And I still remember part of the verse and the hook. This was on a cassette tape. Mecca Born Sounds. Old Sharp, Sherrod. I'm talking about Old Sharp. That's the uncle of mine. He's the DJ who's doing big things in the game. However, we started back then. I'm talking, I went to Mifflin High School. He's running around the hallways. I mean, Clinton, I'm talking, I can name so many people that's dead and gone in prison right now that started when we was there. And the time when I came across your path, when we was Mr. 365, I mean, going hard. You was going hard. You wasn't even thinking about this segment. And you still was always promoting other people. See, that's the difference between a lot of artists in Columbus that separate themselves now or whatever. But when we was doing in the game for real, we still was always thinking about the other.
We was promoting
artists.
him more than we promoted us.
I promoted so many other artists more than myself. Even when I had CDs out the trunk, I'm talking about from Gucci Man to Jeezy, I might have sold more CDs than them niggas did, but they own music because I had a demonstration. Buy my album, I'm gonna give you their CD for free. Call it what you want. You can call it what you want on the bootlegging tip, but we were some of the best bootleggers in America.
That's the best. That's what we had. Like we ain't even really got into the nitty gritty. We just popping it right now, giving y'all some information.
Yeah, what I'm telling y'all is, you know, how this started with the CDs out the trunk. I don't know who you gonna meet in Columbus, Ohio, ain't gonna tell you. Not that I was the first one to sell CDs out the trunk of my car, but I was one of the first ones to do it so consistently that every artist I met wanted to do this. And they began to come and, shake me down for how you do it. What's the blueprint, Wallabe? It's even guys who had to go start duplication companies, from Ty Wheels to Critty Mac to all the different, you know, copy kings that's out there now that kind of faded on the CD demonstration because of these streams and all that. And I really hate the streaming world. I really can't lie. I really have no respect for that society. However, it's much needed and it's definitely working for some. And people are really making money on it. I'm really saying I didn't like it because it made me have to shift. It made me have to change. And I'm happy for it now. I'm just speaking in terms of where I came from, you know, from coming out the trunk, from having tapes at first to CDs to being able to really pump 50,000 CDs or 100,000 CDs out the trunk of my car nationwide.
That was our own money.
I'm talking about being able to make $300 to $400 to $500 a day. You sell so many CDs, producers getting mad at you. I sold so many CDs out the truck, man. It used to be producers that I dealt with that used to get mad at me. I said, well, hold on, bro. You didn't even charge me for this beat. You didn't ask me for it. So then I had to start rapping over industry beats until I came into myself to meet producers and really sit down and try to do it the right way. Learning about BMI, learning about ASCAP, learning about copyright. I'm talking, I got a poor man's copyright right now to this day, but we sent the CD to ourselves in the mail and the U.S. Postage wrapped it up with the tape. We still got that in the briefcase. Our first CD, we wanted to copyright it. And that was when I was with the Empire, the realest Empire.
Right.
Vic Mar and Wallabe. I mean, just going back, it's just amazing that to still be alive, I'm still healthy and well. No smoking. I might have had 2 drinks this year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of push-ups, a lot of setups, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. Just stopped eating beef in December. Because I'm trying to continue to keep my teeth together, keep my mind together, keep my skin together, keep my hair together. So really the self-care part is what makes it so beautiful for us, because for us to still be here and now working with this mental health world, right. You know, dealing with the mental health, like I said, so whatever we're going to get into in this conversation today, we talking about the youth. We talking about our young people being empowered by a lot of positive information. We talking about a message. Like if you are gonna rap for the artist that's even new, that's popping, and they doing all that rapping about what they rapping about, try to have a message in it. And that's what we're gonna break that down. And then just breaking down knowing your value and knowing your worth as a Black man. What you just said, being a father. I'm a grandfather now. So I'm definitely more an example than I ever was for just saying, yo, I'm a rapper. So starting a printing business, a marketing, promotions business. So the guerrilla marketing is in me, because a lot of people ran away from that and just talked about the internet. Well, it's more to the internet when you in person. If, for instance, TikTok went down, Wallabe Enterprises didn't go down. The flyers didn't go down. The posters didn't go down. Networking and meeting people in places face to face, that's not ever going to fade away. So I don't want to never take this away. Like what you're doing right here, even though this is in the digital form, this is still in person. This is still been able to see if a person got their merchandise. Like I got merchandise down here we're going to show y'all. We are going to continue to support Ohio to the fullest extent. I'm a Columbus, Ohio veteran. I do not want to move. I don't want to go to Georgia. I don't want to go to California. I don't want to go to New York. I don't want to go to Missouri. I don't want to go to Florida. I don't want to go to none of the states out there that's acting like they doing more than what we doing in Ohio. We are the foundation of the music industry for even the niggas in California. If you're trying to hate on this statement, just think about everything that you do that came from Ohio, from all the Ohio players to the Funkadelics to Roger Troutman. I can go on and on and on and on and on. Where this Midwest funk, this music really originated here in the Midwest. For anybody that's really acting like y'all ain't got your own sound, this and that, Ohio is really the top of the chain. And I'm going to say it, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I ain't never want to move. This is where I'm from, and this is where I'm at. Shout out to the US Ohio boys, man. Y'all better stop playing games where we at right now. Hood solid, live and direct, man. We gonna get into this. Hood solid, know your value, know your worth. I get excited still.
No, hey man.
See, I get excited over this right here, man.
I'm the same way. So it's like when somebody else do it, I gotta let them talk, because I feel like I'm the only one always talking this stuff that we talk. This Ohio movement around the world. And see, that's what people understand, around the world. The same way they put the respect on the other states' names, just the same way I tell everybody, man, you come to Ohio, you know what's going on.
This is a proper demonstration for anybody out there across the globe, man. Hood solid, know your value, know your worth, Ohio action. And that's really all I stand for. So even when I go to Vegas, I be in Vegas, they be like, where are you from? Oh, you from Ohio? You from Columbus, Ohio? They get so excited. When I go to California, we in Compton, we in SWAT. Man, you from Ohio? They give you love. I mean, you really get a lot of love when you from Ohio. Ohio State Buckeyes, we don't need to say no more. We about to be the national champions at the end of the day. They in DC right now, Gary, do this inauguration, and guess what we doing? We right now live doing a proper demonstration for y'all, and this is all about realness, man. I salute this guy for even giving me a chance to come on this show, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Man, let's get into it real quick then. We're going to start there, man, with this inauguration, Trump getting back in office, and, you know, how politics really take over the world in a split second where nobody cares what the day before. You know, I'm just saying, not us. I'm saying the world get in a frenzy about things. They don't even read up on the bills and the acts, and they just see, you know, they might see, oh, this is going to happen. But if you have been paying attention from the start, I feel like, so we're going to educate, or we're going to put our opinion out there, what we got going on. I just want to know what you think about Trump jumping back in office now, and, you know.
Well, I hate to say it for anybody out there that's going against Trump. The Democrats is out the way now. Kamala, Biden, they are finished with what they got going on for the next 4 years, maybe 8, maybe 12 if they play with Trump too long. And if the God keep giving that guy any type of energy or spirit to be around. See, first of all, I believe that the maker, Yahweh, the most merciful God, whatever you believe, Elohim, whatever y'all call y'all's maker, it's the reason for everything when it happens.
Nice.
Even from the Revelations to the Bible, people are like, oh, y'all Bible numbers, we don't believe in the Bible. Believe what you want. But there's so many great things in that good book for us to follow as men, to be driven to say a positive perspective produces a positive performance. See, I believe that the positivity in us men is what equates to what we become and who our sons and our daughters, our nieces and nephews, our cousins, our brothers and sisters. What did we learn and where did we get it from? So going back to this presidential election, this is one of the most important ones because it's right now.
Yeah, right now.
This ain't FDR, this ain't John F. Kennedy, this ain't George Bush, this ain't Barack Obama, this ain't Bill Clinton, this ain't Ronald Reagan, none of that. Nixon, none of that. We right now. So y'all better be paying attention on how you gonna get some money. Right. How you gonna take care of your future? How you gonna take care of your family right now? And this is the man that's about to be in a position. And as of right now, he's getting ready to start signing executive orders immediately after today. Like you said earlier on your post, no, it ain't gonna take effect today, but you better believe he wants it to take effect today. So what I'm saying, he wanted to take effect today. So
he gonna act like it's effect.
He is going to show the world why y'all voted for Trump. Now let's not get this twisted. Donald Trump did something for Nelson Mandela people don't even know about. I'm only going to big up Trump at the moment because he did some stuff that people are not aware of. He was hanging with nothing but the black folks during his time of being the rich guy. Donald Trump Plaza, Don King, boxing, Oprah. I'm listening, and I'm naming people that some of us may not like or say we don't like them, but we don't even know them. Like, just like when they compare Wallabe, like, man, Wallabe, you can't beat no Jay-Z. Man, Lil Wayne will smash you. This, that, or the other. For years, they've done that to me. And guess what I did? Still stood firm on that man's no better than me. He got a little bit more paper, but go listen to them bars I put on this record. I ain't got no whack verses on no songs. I'm an artist for real. I really rap for real. I rap for real. You understand? A lot of people be getting into it because they see me marketing and promoting so much. Oh, man, he's just a sales guy. He's just a hustler. See, sometimes they don't want to give me respect for being the lyrical advocate that I am because I'm really a nasty lyricist, a monster when it comes to writing rhymes, especially on the spot. Anybody's song that I'm on, you go back and listen to my verse. You go back and listen to how I put it together. Me and Selah just did a song 2 nights ago called Congratulations to Motivation. I mean, if I let you hear it right now, it'll blow your head off because my lyrical format is getting doper and doper, starting to make more and more sense. And because I care about the youth, now it's going back to this presidency. See, this presidency means a lot because he's going to make some changes that could really help some of us, right, hurt some of us. The Democrats was in power for a long time. The Republicans is back in the House. People act like they don't care about it. Like right now, they've been texting me, man, don't watch that inauguration. He gonna get too many ratings. Man, he gonna mess around and create his own ratings with the people he got sitting in front of him. He got Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway. He gonna get so many ratings because people want to hear what he got to say. I can't lie. When he was president last time, we couldn't wait to get home to eat our meal to see what he was about to say. Whether it was ignorant, whether it was smart, but I'm gonna tell you how he be tricking us. He get all ignorant lightweight when he's running for a debate. Just like Charleston White. I'm going to give Charleston White some props. Hey, Charleston White is no dummy. And I done heard some stuff he done said that opened my mind up so real that I reposted stuff that young man said. Oh, yeah. And he is an insane man. But I think he does his rhetoric to get the attention. So Trump, rhetoric to get attention. Now he talking about opening up the Martin Luther King assassination, the JFK assassination. He be doing stuff that make you wonder, why is he doing it? What's the purpose? What's the hidden agenda? What's his motive? My thing is, make sure we paying attention to what he's doing. We don't got to agree. You ain't got to agree with him. You ain't got to agree with him. But one thing we know for certain is he's got that power in his hands. And almost everybody around him is saying yes to the stuff that he's professing.
Right.
So all I'm going to say is we better make sure we tighten up as people. Number one, they say united we stand, divided we fall. So what's that really mean is now, are we really united? Are we really going to help the US Ohio boys? Are we really going to help Hood Solid? Are we really going to help Hood Solid? Are we going to help this young man? Are we going to continue to merge together to help each other? Because we got the platforms to do it. So I'm giving this message to those that's listening. Got anything to do with the president by just saying, are we going to unify now more than ever? To show that even no matter what he does, are we going to be effective on our own stance?
Right.
Are we going to be able to produce some stuff from the stuff he do to help? Can we use it as a kickstand or an anchor to help ourselves?
Man, because it's almost like everybody does a lot of complaining, but they never come with a solution. Like,
that's funny you say that. That's what's on my post right now. When you go look at my post, I'm getting ridiculed right now.
And that's why I'm saying it.
Over that $250,000 example I gave about me performing at the White House and how people feel about me performing at the White House.
Yeah, but just like you just explained it to the people. Like, see, it's different, and I learned this too, man. When we type stuff, sometimes, our tongues are so powerful. We're the type of people, we can type it too, and it just go in the frenzy. And we ain't even saying nothing that you didn't say, but you said it. So now that you said it, I get this all the time. You said it, so now, why would you say that? You Wallabe. Why would you say you would go to Trump and then like you just
you a sellout. You ain't no real revolutionary.
You ain't this. You ain't that. You just broke everything down. Like I'm saying, people don't really know the person, the people. They see the character, the act, the entertainment, whatever it is that they see.
Well, whatever they know me as, to bust it down and put it on a hot plate. Don't believe the human eye in sunlight or shade, for the puppet show is the devil's masquerade. See, and if that went over your head, don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. The 48 laws of power. First of all, if you ain't even studying or even practicing or reading that, you lost, because the wordplay, our demonstration with words, even when you listen to the lyrics to the speakers, and we, you know what I'm saying? Me and Young Wise got a song, me, Young Wise, and Next Words. God bless his soul. You know what I'm saying? For the user using his music. The movies units, I proved it. Computers turn y'all to shooters. I went harder than Lucius. I'm juiced up but saucy. The 40 made me feel bossy. Militant mind frame. Evils want to murk offspring. Bill believe become Tupac when he was young. Double cups and kush got you artists dressing like bums. Acting like drug addicts, niggas turning to actors. I'm active, rolling with ratchets, yet police get paid to blast us. Make America safe for you before the masses. Plans to have you killed, you better believe they will. Capture you and your kids. Concentration camps is real. Bricks pre-ordered, got young hefes grossing the meal. Quarters sold on corners, borders built to deport us. I barter with former ballers. Revolution's globetrotter. Republicans back again. Informants in back of vans. If you're white or African, they'll hit you for trafficking.
And here you go.
So you heard me? Just to break that down, now we can go back and rewind them lines and get to breaking some stuff down, talking about concentration camps is real.
Nah.
However, we ain't even gonna go there, but to have a platform for me to even be able to come on the show, like this fuse my blood in my bones, and I got high blood pressure, so that's why I'm changing my diet, because I don't, I'm trying to stay away from all the wicketry that forces us to do drugs all the time and drink liquor all the time and damage our kidneys all the time and our liver all the time and our gums all the time and our teeth and our minds and our brain, because the liquor and the drugs, it contaminates your thoughts. It messes with your mindset. It takes away from everything that you really supposed to do today. So if I had an interview with you today and you drunk a fifth of Hennessy straight before you came here, you ain't asking me these proper questions. You ain't giving me my proper demonstration. You stagger, you sleepy. And then if I drunk a fifth, ain't no way I'm going to be dropping these lyrics, articulating like this. So what I'm saying is to have a sober mind The president ain't got nothing to do with that. See, so this is where we get twisted at. When you got Biden, he just let out 2,500 people yesterday. And he pardoned Marcus Garvey before he left office. He pardoned Marcus Garvey. For those who don't know, Marcus Garvey was a revolutionary who was trying to get us to move out of the United States, go back to another country, start our own. Even like Muammar Gaddafi, that's gone. They killed him. That was under Obama's administration. See what I'm saying? Once we get to breaking down true stuff and how it really happens, who are you? Where are you at right now? What's your demonstration right now? And this is going to even get into the musical part of this interview. Donald Trump ain't do nothing to us personally. He might have said a lot of words, but so did Charleston White. But then I heard some sweet stuff Charleston White said. I said, ooh. Then I heard Donald Trump say something that was significant to maybe something that might help us. They said, Donald Trump trying to take away the IRS. I said, what? You know how many people? I was like, he trying to take away the IRS. Man, shoot, I'm with Trump. I said, man, you just was hating on Trump last week. Now, if he take that IRS away, how many of us going to be happy? Because they really said the IRS ain't real. They said that's really the demonstration that shouldn't be even on the table for us.
Nelly said, it's getting hot in here. Look, that's what I'm saying. Some would say, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You saying a lot. And I did that little laughter thing at the end of here, so break it down to y'all. Y'all judging them people and not even know what's going on. Like,
hey man, I put a post on my Facebook is Wallo Reall. Anybody out there, Wallo Reall on Facebook, you can go look at my post. And I really don't retract stuff I say. Now, if I make a mistake, I will get to each comment and say, this is maybe what I meant, or, okay, no, you took me wrong. Because see, sometimes when you read text and read messages we post, people take it out of context. Right now, I'm talking about the $250,000 that they was offering people. I don't know how much they paid them boys to perform at this crypto ball. Right. Number one, this wasn't Snoop Dogg and Nelly and Soulja Boy and Rick Ross rapping for us to go vote for Donald Trump. He had already won this election. So before we get to hate, the reason why we attacked Snoop, and I only reposted because Snoop made a statement for about 5 minutes how don't nobody better go perform for Donald Trump. You a jigaboo, you a house nigga, I'm gonna roast you if I see you performing. And then snap of a finger, Snoop got his bag. He wouldn't got his bag. He didn't do Murder Was a Case they gave me. He did the Snoop Dogg. He did his hit record. They gave that man $500,000 to go to the Olympics. Each day they gave that man half a meal ticket to show his face. He's a black man from California, straight from the hood. He ain't had nothing but some Chuck Taylors and some nappy braids. And look where he rose to. I ain't mad at him for going on there, but I was mad at the statements he made because he was almost like trying to stop brothers like us on the mental or the lyrical level from going to rap for Donald Trump. But that was when they would just vote for him. Man, Snoop and them got a song in California called F Donald Trump. And they all the video pumping. And look what Snoop did. He said, all right, y'all did all that. Let me go over and get this bag for my family. So my demonstration was, Wallabe, would you go, somebody asked me this last night. This is why I made the book. I said, man, would you go on? Would you have won an inauguration and rap for Donald Trump? And I thought about it. I said, well, they don't know who I voted for. I might have not have voted for nobody. I could have voted for Biden. I could have voted for Trump. I could have voted for whoever I felt like I should have voted for at that moment. But because he already won, I've been selling CDs on the block. I remember some guys used to sell CDs for $1. I used to say, you selling them for $1? Man, let me get away from this guy immediately. $1? I mean, I remember people's demonstration was, yeah, man, I'm got 100 CDs. I'm going to just sell them for $1. Nigga, I'm selling mine for $5. I'm trying to get 10 and give you 3 CDs of somebody else's. Go out and get me a bag. I got bills to pay. We was actually paying our bill from selling our units out the trunk, man. So I sold this many CDs out the trunk of my car to try to come up. They didn't smoke me with streams. Now you gotta get 1 million streams to get $10 to $20, maybe $100 after you did 500,000 streams. So if a man say, hey, Wallabe, you've been doing your thing, man. We've been watching you for all these years. They give you all these props. You got Ohio Hip Hop Award. You been to the Apollo rapping. You rubbed the same wood as Sammy Davis Jr., Stevie Wonder, Tupac, Rob Bass, Jay-Z, Michelle A. You done rubbed the same wood as them. You done put in so much work out your trunk. You done performed here. You done performed there. You done performed everywhere except for overseas. And they saying that you can come to the White House, man. The hands of the slaves built this house. First of all, the history is history. My fault, I said history. I'm not sure sometimes. They built this White House, and you giving me an opportunity to come and rap there. Not for you trying to go vote for nobody. I didn't tell you to go vote for nobody. I didn't tell you to like this man or none of that. It was called a crypto ball. Oh, they invited who? Nelly? Okay, well, Nelly, I remember a song we had called Diamonds in Our Grills. Diamonds in Our Grill. He almost hit us for a record. I ain't knocking you, Nelly, but I'm just going to keep it real. Snoop Dogg and them. I'm hood solid. They said Snoop Dogg got something in correlation to being hood solid. All right, whatever. I'm waiting on my trademark still, to come in. He got more bread than me, so he can beat me to the punch for real. I ain't tripping on that neither. God bless you, man. We stamping this for real. I'm Ohio boy, man. And then when you think about Rick Ross, okay, so the real Rick Ross, we had book signings with him. When Sean brought him down here, that's the dude that's on the peacekeeping board. I'm gonna give props to where's the dude, no matter who they say these guys really are in real life. And then when you think about Soldier Boy now, Soldier Boy, tell him, woo, hey, that boy was the first one to make MySpace do what it do. Gotta give him his props.
And YouTube,
he broke YouTube, and that might be what I was really supposed to say. He might have been the first one to break YouTube. So we cannot forget about some of the stuff these boys is responsible for. So if they was to say, Wallabe, would you come on here and rap for us and we give you $250K immediately? Only because my work ethic that I put in makes me feel like, man, I'm worth $250,000. Oh man, you selling out. Who am I selling out against? You ain't give me $250,000. Hey, big homie, can you move that phone over just a little bit? The whole base. Try not to make the phone call. Just move the whole base over. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Okay, right there. Okay, good looking now. I was trying my best not to get up. You heard me? So good brother came in at the right time, man. But what I'm trying to say is, I ain't worth $250,000 after all this work. I ain't made $10,000 for one show yet in my lifetime, and I done did more shows than most of everybody in the industry that's maybe on an independent scale. And I ain't taking away nothing from the independent artists that's really done it. I mean, from Too Short to Master P. I mean, I was competing against Master P. I was competing against the Hot Boys. When they came out, Lil Wayne, man, no, he ain't nowhere better than us. He out there on Livingston right now with Lil Hollywood and them, man. Lil Wayne, he here, Wallabe. He gonna go over there with them. Nah, nigga, we in the studio. I'm working. I'm out to Trump right now. Nigga, I'm out to Trump right now while they on Livingston doing what they doing. Those is all my guys. We did. I'm in movies. We just got movies on Tubi, and niggas is still working hard out here. So I salute all my guys, but for anybody to say I'm selling out if I was to take the $250,000 just because Donald Dames is associated with it, I can't knock. If some people have something bad to say about you, whatever y'all did, that's what y'all was doing. You got me on a platform interviewing me right now to put my message out there for the world to see. I can't knock what you did with them or what they said bad about you, so I'm gonna condemn you. What I say is this: you ain't never supposed to take what somebody else said about another nigga or another individual, and then you take it and soak it in your brain, and then you start putting this poison out about this guy because he might save your life, he might change your life, he might give you a total type of a new demonstration of life. You might have opened your eyes and made a change, man. So what I look like letting your bad news be my bad news.
Right.
So I ain't gonna take nothing away from Trump from what he done and what he got going on, because for the next 4 years we gonna be listening to the stuff he talking about.
We definitely gonna be listening to Trump for the next few years.
It might be 8. Like I told you, they keep playing games. He might not let nobody else switch it.
It might not ever be another president ever.
So just on the presidential level, he at the inauguration right now in D.C. and guess where we at? We at our own inauguration right now in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio State Buckeyes in the championship tonight, and it's Martin Luther King Day. So salute MLK Day while he doing it on Martin Luther King's birthday. Look, people wasn't even paying attention. Oh man, look what he doing, man. He doing that on Martin Luther King Day. Look what he doing. Did you do any of y'all's history? I think the inauguration is on Martin Luther King Day every single year.
Every time. It's the same elections. It's the same, like, but that's what I was saying with people with your educational level, bro, because we about to get into this youth. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into work and all of that. But that's what I'm saying with people's educational levels. Sometimes you can see it in the social media status. You know, we all get on there, say little funny things, post memes and stuff. But when you be trying to articulate certain things and then you look like a donkey's butt, because, like, come on, bro. That's what people do a lot of time. They just take what they see. Somebody can be like, oh, Wallabe ain't, that ain't hood solid, that ain't Wallabe's. They can say something like that. And an ignorant mind can just run with that. Yeah, I know he didn't start that. I seen him get that from somewhere else. So what I'm saying is if you know and do your research, all it takes is Google real quick. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of ignorance that goes on in America, like with the politics. I hate to get into politics so much, but that's what's going on right now. But people take what they see, like you said. Don't go for half of what you see and half what, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that all the time. Like, so you got to do your research. So
just like I said, man, I just put a post on my page, and this was the message of the year, message of the day. There was an angel in Revelations, man, and I always keep the godliness because I'm practicing this Godism. I'm practicing this altruistic life. The value of other people. Altruism is the concern for others. And I've always really been that type of artist. I've always cared about the next artist, not just me, because I didn't always want to look like I was trying to be the best. I was trying to be the more like Tupac. I really liked Tupac for a long time. And as I got to recognize the industry more and learn about the industry more, not that I did like him no more, but I started to see it was a lot of faking going on with the whole industry, and it was making him do things that he may not have wanted to do, but he was forced to do because the industry kept changing on him. So from going to hip hop, digital underground, to acting, to poetry, to rapping, to this hardcore thug gangster, going to the West Coast. I'm from nigga, you from New York and California? Hold on, man. You was born where? What Black Panther? Hold on. My nigga was mixing up so many things. I said, well, okay. His music was really showing us some strength now. So then when I was looking at the music and watching this demonstration, it started clashing in my mind. Like, man, Tupac, you need to come and meet me, bro. You need to come to Columbus, Ohio real quick and chill and kick it with us and really see what this is really about, because you really got more power than you know. Now, he's been there since, 95? So more music, so more records than he can imagine. I have more money been dead than he did ever alive. I was supposed to go interview Afeni Shakur, man. I'm talking about, I think it was about 12 years ago. My tire got flat in Kentucky on my way to Atlanta. I was going to the Tupac Foundation through Keesavelli. My homegirl Keesavelli, much props to her. You know what I'm saying? The ACE community movement. She doing a whole lot for young ladies. She actually got my daughter involved in this community health worker program. And that's big time because my daughter was only 18, going into her 19th year of life. And now my daughter's 20. She got Purity Over Poverty. She got Nia J's Fashion and Beauty. She just did a fashion show called Winter in Wonderland. Sold it out on Eventbrite. I ain't sold out one Eventbrite show yet. I ain't even got an Eventbrite account set up because I'm so underground still.
Shout out Nia J right now.
Nia J, I'm sorry. Nia J, shout out to my daughter. She's been doing her thing and she's really learning. March 30th, I'm actually doing a seminar at the Columbus Public Metropolitan Library downtown. I'll probably ask if you want to be a sponsor or something for your logo to be. And we're going to have cameras. We're going to have different females coming there to talk about their plight and journey from poverty to purity. And we're talking about youth empowerment, know your value, know your worth, stay out the streets, all of that is going to be entailed into it. So getting into the music side of this interview, my brother, not to try to force you into this conversation, I just don't want to let nothing slip out my mind. Now, how long you been doing music, my brother? We're going to switch to chill just for a second.
No, I started at...
You've been doing it this long. You heard me, see, look.
92.
See what I'm saying?
92.
The 90s. We've been doing it since the 90s. So just the point of reference is what I'm trying to make is he's been doing it for so long. How old is your son? How old is your son?
We in 6th grade.
How old is your son?
20.
He wasn't even born. Yeah. Our children wasn't even here. I got 3 children, 4 children. They wasn't even here when we was doing this demonstration. So for us to still be in the hip hop game, I did a video yesterday. I said, TikTok is back. TikTok is back. Something. Hip hop is back. Hip hop ain't never left. And see, they get it twisted. Like with all these records you got on the wall, if it wasn't for any of these records, I'm talking about, I can start naming things that I see on your wall. If it wasn't for these records, we wouldn't even have hip hop, because hip hop was based off samples, music, sounds, boom, bap, bass lines, MPCs. So this is the historical, this is where it all came from. He got vinyl all over the wall, and it's like you feel at home when you're here. So I really like the idea of you doing this. Because when my grandma and grandpa had the record players and I used to stare at these records, my mom said I used to take my dad's records and put them all over the floor and play with them, spill milk and juice all over them, diaper juice. I don't know what was in the diaper, but you heard me. Real life, man, is a positive perspective produces a positive performance. And we are still taking advantage of that slogan right there. As we sit here, we break records. We promote USA management. I'm talking about this man been booking artists. I'm talking about this man's been dealing with independent artists, wanting them to go mainstream, been on his grind. Industry mixers from Atlanta to Florida to New York to California to Vegas, the same as me. So the flowers he's giving me, I'm giving this guy flowers just as well, because guess what? It's so many shows that was put together for other artists to get their demonstration off. You can call, I'm telling you, 300, 400 artists that know me personally, that met me one-on-one to get their tickets, to get their flyers, sent me their information. And I had a demonstration where you paid a fee to get in the show that I had, because after a while I started recognizing, well, if you ain't going to invest in yourself, how can I invest all my time in you if you don't even have $125 to pay for radio promotion, damn near 25 to 30 times per week on the air to hear your name? And it was almost unheard of to hear your name on the radio, let alone an interview. You on 5,000 flyers with 7 other groups. You got a stack of tickets that I've given you for the same 125. So you got a chance to go sell these tickets $5 a piece, $10 a piece, $20 a piece, whatever you wanted to. I have artists that used to come back and double up on their tickets and say, oh man, here go $50. Can I get another stack? I give them another stack. When the show night come and they people really supported them, they've already made their money back ×3. They've been on the radio all week. And then I actually went and got posters made too. So I went and got posters made, flyers too, put posters up on every pole in Columbus. I mean, I remember riding around. I mean, I took away so much time from my babies when they was born, so much time from my wife at home. I mean, my relationship, I didn't think I was even gonna have a relationship after a while because I was doing much promotion.
So I think I'm gonna stop you right there. For people, the artists that's up and coming, and artists that might even be out there right now, you just said a lot. But something that you ended on was the relationship. Speak on, because a lot of big stars go through this, but time we don't get back. So how important is it to know, like what you just said, the relationships that you know, I gotta be out here on the grind, I gotta take care of these kids, I gotta make wifey feel like wifey, it's only 24 hours in a day.
And there go where the hard part come in, when you're trying to segment your time for artists you just met, an artist you've been knowing for 20 years, an artist that then got killed, and you spent so many hours with them in the studio, so many hours watching them on stage, so many hours making sure they was getting their flyers out, so many hours making sure they didn't go to jail the night of the show. I mean, I got shows where police was at the gate, and I had to go and like, hold on, man, hold the door, Lady Tanya, hold on real quick. Hey, man, they had the door for you. Let me slide you up the back. Go and get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Next thing I know, he done 4 years. Went to prison for whatever he did. Came back home. We on the same demonstration. Let me get you get back on your feet. Let me move. Meanwhile, wifey ain't seen me in 2 or 3 days for real. So when I came home, got in the shower, went to sleep. Did the flyers come? I used to order boxes of 5,000 flyers every 4 or 5 days. I mean, faithfully. I'm talking about from the Smiling Rhino to Tony's. I'm talking about to the Fusion, to Scully's. I mean, I can keep on naming clubs after club after club. But what I'm saying is so many artists came through the channel with me. I had to meet these guys individually, one at a time. So I'm talking about from Rick Rain. I'm talking about from the Riddler. I'm talking about Q Nemesis. I'm talking about Hellraiser. I'm talking about Young Wise. I'm talking about Mob Easy, CCA, Mr. 365. I'm talking about A New. I mean, I can keep on going on and on. What's my West Side Boys? Real Deal. What's my other homie with the Shreds? Trillers. Who else? I'm talking about Skulls, man. We can just keep. I can keep on naming so many artists that I wish it was a list. Real deal. I wish it was a list that's on that wall. I'm talking about the homeboy Kente Cowboy. I'm talking about I can keep on naming. I can just keep on naming so many artists I put in shows, from Girlfriends Talk to W. Ruger. I'm talking about I can just, from Critty Mac, Raw Way. I'm talking about I can just keep on going on and on and on and on. To then major artists, DJ Highlight, Rick Rain. I'm talking about, I mean, I can just keep going on and on. And I wish I could just keep going on and on, because I don't even want to, just how serious I be. I don't even want to leave nobody out, because it's that many artists I didn't put in shows that's dead and gone. Big Mooch, Streets Illustrated, rest in peace. I'm talking about very instrumental, very monumental guy right there who put his work in. Boy Wonder. I'm talking about Blue Eyes. I'm talking about Ness Words. I mean, I can just keep on naming artists that's actually gone. Fat Twan. My brother ZB just passed away. Hard Life. I'm talking about Hard Life ENT, OG Have, the whole Hard Life operation and movement. The Realest Records. I'm talking about from King Art, Big Mar, Stack Boys. I mean, I can just keep going. So the relationships is almost unmatched, because the artists that they move to different cities, if I come to their city, they treat me like royalty.
Yeah, facts.
Like the relationships that I got with people across this country, across this platform of music, man. I can go almost to any state of artist that lives, that came from Columbus, that's still doing music or not. They showed me the ultimate love, man. I'm talking, I went to Florida. I was with my brother England, and he took me. Number one, we went to the homecoming in DC. I'll never forget this. I battled. I used to do the battle rap before the battle rap was the battle rap. I was battling on the spot though. Wasn't no rehearsing. I didn't know who you was. So we get in front of you, they like, man, my dude to eat you. Let's go. Let's start cooking. You go, I go. You go, I go. I'll smoke you. That's my whole demonstration. But I was off the dome. I wasn't no rehearsal. I didn't know about your baby mama, nigga. I didn't know about your job. I didn't know what you did in high school. None of that. That's why I never got to those battles. They start getting a little bit too personal with trying to find out information about you. No, come and see me right now. I used to have brothers in those battle leagues call me like, Wallabe, battle me right now. Well, battle me right now, though. Not tomorrow, not next week. Get the camera. Let's battle right now. So many declined. So many declined to battle me on the spot. Because that was my demonstration. I'm going to eat you right now. You ain't going to do no research, nigga. You ain't got no rehearsal. No, I'm going to smoke you. For anybody out there that ever challenged me to back down because I told you no, right now. And I'm still confident where I stand. You heard me? We ain't battling no more. DC homecoming, I wiped the dude out with 40,000 people on the street. Georgia Avenue is still there right now where they doing the inauguration. But I remember one time my brother England took me to Florida. We was with Kajana Carter, Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. I'm with superstar NFL players. They take me in the club. DJ Khaled. Didn't know who he was. Wasn't know who he the best. He in the back of the DJ that's DJing, ready to get a chance to DJ. Outkast walk in. Nas walk in. Raekwon walk in. I'm with the NFL stars like this. They got me sitting like I'm somebody. I'm like, man, this is incredible. Nas, the God just walked in this joint. They come past me, shake my hand, we take the pictures. And I'm with these dudes. I'm sitting at their mansion and everything. They got their name on the Hennessy bottles. And it opened my mind up. I said, man, hold on. So if I'm around this many great ones, I know I gotta be great somewhere too. So when I came back to Columbus, that's when I started doing shows like crazy. I started calling you and everybody I could to start this network. So then guess what? Everybody started doing shows. My Mojo. Yeah. My brother Napo. Rest in peace to my brother Napo from the West Side. Like I said, that was another brother that I give a lot of props to. That's Nia Green's husband. Shout out to their whole family, that whole West Side, They say West up or vest up.
Well, let me stop you on the show real quick because I gotta give you some props on that too. So I've been doing shows since high school. So that's
me too. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So like you was on one side of town, I was on another side of town. Of course, and it's funny.
I was north, you was east and south. I was like east and north.
Yeah, I moved out east at 17, but I grew up in out south. But what I'm saying, I say that to say we've been doing this, throwing the shows part of it so long.
We was taking turns doing shows. We would correspond with each other, like, you doing a show that day?
Yeah, I ain't gonna do one. That niggas gotta start, not us, but other people. Because remember when we was doing it, then we'll get like 5 other people that want to start throwing shows, and we like
everybody like, hold on, man, they doing shows too. Like everybody doing shows.
Everybody doing shows.
And I still give shout out to Tanias, who's still doing shows right now to this day. Still doing it. We still doing it, but we just using our platforms.
Shout out Lady Yaja.
Lady Yaja, much love.
Shout out Real Noise Entertainment. That's a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, why not shout her out? See what I'm saying? Why not? I seen you had the homie, Big Homie on here last week. I see you had Young Wise on here. I got a video with Big Homie, a hard song. I got about 7 songs with Young Wise. Me and Wise talked last night. He sent me 2 exclusive records. I sent him an exclusive record I did with Selah. I wasn't supposed to send it to him, but I sent it to him just so he could hear it. He said, man, I was with Mr. Majesty last night. I was with OG Have last night at his birthday party. Then Saturday, I'm with the new young homie, MG Sleep. He just got signed in Rock Nation. I was just with him, and had his dad in the car rapping with me in a 626 Mazda 18 years ago, before he even knew he was going to give birth to this young man. And I was telling the young homie, so on the musical side, for us to talk about the shows now, let's break down this segment. The message, what I was telling you about, it's got to be a message that our young boys got to care about sooner or later now. Like, it's cool to rap about, I pop it, or I smoked it, or I drunk it, I blew it. Invest health, your mental. See, the mental part about life is what's sinking into us now. These young boys is committing suicide, homicide is occurring, they going to prison. Had a bag. Had a bag bigger than ours. What I will say about the young generation, their fans support them, they can have a show in 20 minutes and 1,000 people show up. For some reason, I don't know what they got.
Well, that's
I
the
don't
social
know.
media.
I don't know. Yeah. So we didn't have that. These guys, the new artists, I ain't put no hate on no artist. I'm talking about, and I can name so many from Columbus, Ohio, and I ain't gotta keep naming. I mean, from my north side guys to my east side guys, they got a name for themselves. I'm talking about when they hear about Chicago and they hear about New York and Atlanta, the young boys
And
made a
Columbus
name
did, made
for
a name for
themselves
themselves. Yeah.
much bigger than we did because of
Yeah.
these social media outlets. But now the stuff that they rapping about is what gets me boosted up. See, this is what pumped me up. What pumped me up is when I approach a young man and I tell him, know your value and know your worth.
Word.
You can be the hottest rapper. You can pull out a band of $100 bills, a band of $20 bills. But what about this mental stress you dealing with? What about this spiritual warfare you dealing with? What about this physical stress you under? Your kidneys is bad. Your liver's bad. You was snorting powder. Nobody knew it. You was taking Oxycontin. Nobody knew it. You was taking drinking lean. The promethazine. You was doing this. Was the X pills that people don't know that they didn't know you was taking muscle relaxers to cope. They don't know you was dealing with all this drinking every day. Couldn't make a song without going to get a bottle. Like some of these young guys, they said they can't even do a song without having a bottle. They can't even get boosted up without smoking first. No judgment on what you're doing, my brother. But what this card say is change your mind to save your life. But don't wait till you're angry. Don't wait till you're depressed. Don't wait till you're stressed. Suicidal thoughts, behavior disorders. Know your value, know your worth. Now, you got parents out there that their children got IEPs now. So many got IEPs now. When you go to the schools, you meet children and they like, oh yeah, he has an IEP. So that's their way of saying, oh, he has anger management issues. He has big problems. He's throwing staplers at teachers. He's biting teachers. He's spitting. He's cussing teachers out. His mom knows his issue. So they give him like some type of pass to pass him real easy. So when we came in with this Stay Out the Streets Youth Empowerment Program, I became a qualified mental health professional. So what it's going back to is the message. When you stop the artist in his tracks and say, stop the record, rap that part, and he rap his part, and you say, is that how you really living? And he say, yeah, man, but I rap just like this. I know you don't rap like me, homeboy. I'm because of words they use. They respect the drug abuser.
Yeah.
Then blame it on the music. Then put us in the cruiser. Because of good music, you're going to respect my movement. All this mental abuse made y'all respect the shooter. So you just told me you pulled up to a brother's house and in broad daylight pulled out this gun with a switch on it. You spit the block twice, put your mask on, shot up his house, shot up his cousin, shot his grandma, killed your man the next time you did the shooting. You're going to go to prison for 27 years. Have you been to prison before? Oh, you haven't. You ain't never met nobody been in jail and wish they would have told you, please don't do that, sir. Please don't pull that trigger. Don't ruin your whole career. You just ruined your whole life because you put it and then put it on a record. You didn't even cover your face up and never rapped about it again. You wouldn't rapped about it after you did it. Do you know how many artists in prison for doing what they said they did? Now, we ain't talking about the artists who be make-believe. We ain't talking about the studio gangsters. We ain't talking about the ones that just make up lies. But just remember, when you say I snitched or I told on you, nigga, if you shot my house up and killed my mom and my grandma, I can't wait till they catch you. I can't wait to put your name out there on the streets for either the killers or for the police to catch up with you. No, that ain't snitching. Nigga, I'm a good citizen and you just shot my grandma out. Why I want to go ruin my life to come and get revenge on you and you just got threw your life away for you got boosted off this pill, off this weed, off this record. Know your value, know your worth, self-esteem, character building tools, overcoming. So worth, overcoming, rebuilding, teaching health, conflict resolution, transfer negative energy into positive, productive force, rebuilding, healthy relationships, building while celebrating the individual difference in the common community trend, to combat prejudice, teaching, essential finance principles and more to teach you what to do with your money when you get it, bro. They paid you $4,000 to do a show. You threw $2,000 in a crowd. You threw $2,000 in the crowd. You paid $4,000 to do the show. All your bills is due. You owe your security. You owe your manager. You got studio sessions. You're buying all the best clothes. You got all the best shoes. You go to buy the best weed. I mean, you made $200-$300 after that. But remember, you threw $2,000 on the ground, man. Looking good, man. Know your value. Know your worth, homeboys. So what I'm saying is I'm not judging you, gentlemen. But then help. So remember, worth, overcoming, rebuilding, teaching, help. providing tools to build natural skills for successful spiritual, physical, and mental health to avoid the pitfalls of peer pressure as they develop the leader within you. Are you a leader or are you a follower? And that's really what this boils down to when we talk about the message. I'm talking about, are you a leader or are you a follower? So when you're rapping about what you're rapping about, and I say, rap that verse for me again. Matter of fact, give me a different verse. No. Give me a different verse. Man, it sounds like you suicidal. Sound like you have no real arithmetic about your business savvy. Did you invest any of this money that you write about? You just now blew $20,000 in this song, killed 3 niggas, did 3 pills, popped the shot. Did you get the 30 girls? Did you got an STD? Did you go to the doctor about nigga? Did you go to? You got them gold. Take them gold fronts out real quick. Let me see what your teeth look like. Do you got plaque around the edges of your gums? Cuz did you go to the dentist? See what I'm talking about is this is more than just for show. This is more than when you an artist and you got signed to a major and you think you somebody now. No, nigga. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die one day soon. Hopefully in 30, 40, 50 years because you practice self-preservation. You see, I don't know. Sometimes they look at me, they don't even know my age. The lady tried to tell me I look like I was 35 yesterday. I'm 9 years old. I'm 9. 4 plus 5, and I'm 9 again. And that 9 is a number of completion. I was born December 7th, so we play with numbers. But this is the inauguration right now for y'all on Martin Luther King Day, January 20th, 2025. Ohio State Buckeyes in the championship tonight. We gonna win this game. Y'all better not get it twisted. We ain't got nothing but merch for sale. We ain't got nothing but merch for sale. Hold this up real quick to show what's going on. You see what that say? Hood solid legend in Ohio, man. And then we'll throw that to the side. Pick this up for me, too. We got the Black Buckeye. See, they stole my Buckeye Nation. Channel 6 WXYX. They stole my Buckeye Nation. So this is mine for real, this Buckeye Nation. When y'all hear them say Buckeye Nation, we had a song we were performing live at the Horseshoe. Another one, the Glass Joint. For those that don't know, listen, we represent, this ain't got nothing to do with Ohio State. This is ours. This ain't got nothing to do with Ohio State. This is Buckeye Nation. Hood solid, man, at its finest. And all I'm doing is I just get pumped up because he gave me a chance to demonstrate why rapping and having a message is important. People steal your message when you got a good one. People steal your shine when you got a something that they think they can get from you, man. Imagine everything you did for people, and you didn't get the recognition you deserved, and they ran with it. There's so many artists you have underneath your wing that ain't your artist no more. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You built them. You gave them a lot of game. You gave them a lot of information. You didn't want him to be your artist no more after a certain time because you recognize, hold on, the envy and jealousy or wickedry. I don't want that.
It's the same thing you said, though, like earlier, like, when I do my contracts, I don't contract you for life. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want you at all for life.
Yeah, so every artist that I've dealt with, it's just like what you said. It's a personal relationship. It becomes that. And if I like you as a person, we can only do business for so long because I want to see you grow, and I don't want to keep being.
We ain't no gatekeepers here. We ain't no gatekeepers here. We never wanted to be that.
Yeah, I want to be responsible for what you said. He brought you right through this circuit and put you where you
showed you the light and got on out your way. Man, I get calls right now from people that I knew from 20 years ago, and it'll be an artist, and I swear on my life, I say, man, I love you. And then next time he called me, he'll say, yeah, man, bro, you all about you, bro. You won't help me get on. You won't help me get my stuff out there. You won't do this. You won't do that. And I say, man, do you know who you talking to? Do you know what I've done and what I'm doing as we speak? Matter of fact, what's your music sound like? Where's your seat? Where's your MP3? Where's your video? Where's your merchandise? Do you got your name copyright? You ain't got none of that? Told him you just called, cussed me out, told me that you going against me, you going to battle me. Good luck, nigga, let's do it right now. Right. Now we compete. Now you got me in competitive mode because I'm a competitor.
The message. See, we spoke everything in the beginning. That's the educational level.
So look here. So now we go back to this message. Now, do you even know what I rap about, homeboy? I don't even rap about the stuff you talking about. You do. So for me to help you and assist you, I just switched lanes to now want to be in this mental health field to help others become the man you should be. Where your son's at? Oh, you living in your mom's crib still? You ain't got your license? Oh, you just got out of jail? Oh, you living in your car? Oh, I can't really help you like you want me to help you then. It's some other things you got to get in order first, my homeboy. Like, you are paying bills here where we at. You paying bills. You got mics hanging from ceilings. You got electric bill. You got Wi-Fi. You got the heating here on. I mean, homeboy, you telling me that I ain't the man that am because I won't stop everything I'm doing in my life to help you. And you ain't even got the basic principles and essentials you ain't paying the electric bill. Do you have an electric bill in your name? A cable bill in your name? A water bill in your name? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car note? Do you got car insurance? Do you got license? Do you got medical? Have you been to the dentist? Hold on. It's some things you got to get in order before you can say, I held you back.
Yeah.
Well, how can I even help you and you ain't even hood solid?
You gotta be.
You ain't even hood solid. Like, see, so hood solid. That's a fist holding up the hood. I remember I used to introduce this, and I used to tell people, black man's fist holding up the hood. Well, that's anybody's fist, man. Holding up the hood, and it's the letter I. If you pay attention to that logo, that's the letter I holding up the hood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big homie, hit that close button for me one time on that phone. Just hit that close button right there, yeah. So what I'm saying to the world is the message is so important. This message that you let me demonstrate right now to the world is very important. So if somebody don't know me, they know now, like, I really care about the people. And I really care about the mind of people. I really care about the heart of a man, your children. What are you doing to make sure your children straight? What am I doing to make sure my children are straight? Because if I ain't giving a proper demonstration about feeding my children or feeding my daughter or feeding my sons, not just food at home, cereal, how about a role model's perspective of what you should be doing with your life? Are we praying before we go to sleep? Do we pray when we wake up, or do we pray at all? When you meet the foreigner, for instance, Somalians, the people from Ghana, some of our Vietnamese, some of our Chinese brothers, any of them.
They're real heavy in the prayer.
I mean, when you meet Muslims, the ones that pray 3 or 4 times a day, fast, they do the Ramadan thing, all of those different fasting and all of that. You ask yourself, where did we become so far from our prayer? So the message again goes back to how well your mind is connected to truth and love. So you're talking about the 12 jewels. I break them down in 3 4s. 4 times 3 is 12. So I try to educate my people with the 3 4s. They say, what's the 3 4s? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. 3, justice, equality, and freedom. 3, food, clothing, and shelter. 9, love, peace, and happiness. 12, the 3 4s. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, justice, equality, freedom, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and happiness. You can't possibly be happy, and you definitely can't have no peace if you ain't got food, clothing, and shelter.
Right.
And then in justice, you can deal with the police. Equality, you talking about Donald Trump a racist. I can't say he hate all black people, because he really be talking down on the Mexicans more than the black people, if you ask me. And that's all about immigration. He married to a Russian lady. His wife is Russian. So it blows me away sometimes when people take it so serious what he say to get your attention. Like Charleston White, he had a message the other day. It was about the messages of our young people. This is why I wanted to get to this topic, so we can keep on rolling. So the message was about, he said, our new generation are nothing but idol worshipers. He said our new artists, our rappers, your sons, your nephews, your cousins, my sons, your nephews, your cousins, your brothers' kids, whoever they are, the little niggas around the corner, man, they got a hot record. Well, let me hear why his record's so hot. I just blitzed something. About to clip something. Hold on a minute. Who is he blicking at? Who is he shooting at? Who is he trying to kill? Oh, the ops? Well, who's his ops? Some little niggas he went to middle school with? Hold on, so he's going to kill some brothers that we know their parents, so they didn't kill his son. They didn't retaliate and kill his son. So now when you go look at the cemeteries in Chicago, when you go look at the cemeteries in Memphis, when you go look at the cemeteries in Philadelphia, go look at them. Go look what they look like. I was watching a special on MS-13 down there in Guatemala, man, down there and whoever them countries is. I mean, the police, the detectives that's over the prisons, after they killed the MS-13 guys who was running the gangs, they go to the cemetery with sledgehammers and bulldozers, and they dig their graves up and beat their graves up, and then leave it like that. They take away even the respect after they die for the torment they was causing the children and the teenagers who was learning that this was a good thing, torturing people's moms and dads and kids with chainsaws and screwdrivers and hot items and torture them to take their money, to bully them out of their monies and their earnings. So here's stuff going on in the countries that we don't even know about.
Sure.
That's way gangster than the United States.
Exactly.
People thinking that, oh, it's bad in Chicago, it's bad in Columbus on the east side or the south side, it's bad down in Memphis, it's bad down in South Florida, it's bad down in Philadelphia. There ain't nothing compared to some of the stuff that's happening out of the country. But guess what? We allow it to happen here. We allow our young people now to become idol worshipers who do not care about prayer, who do not care about God no more, don't care about being justified as a good person anymore. I'm a demon. Hold on a minute. We had classes that was talking about demon time. I had a whole segment that I teach, and we talk about what's demon time. I got about 12 youth in there. Oh, I know. Okay, hold on. We're going to give everybody one at a time. Matter of fact, we ain't going to let you spoil it for the bunch. Write it down. What does demon time mean to you, and you? And then we get the papers back. Then me and my homie, we'll read each one. Who said this one? Me. What's demon time? Kill time. That's what it means? We going to go with that one? Pretty much, is that's when you turn into a demon in your mind and you go do all wicked stuff. I said, so who taught us this? Demon time. Demon, to take away from man, number one, is in the negative sense. To take away something from a man's purity, to take the positive from you and then enforce this negative force in you, for you to then react, and then your action is doing something demonic. Like, okay, so demons and the time. So you said at midnight, when it get dark outside. Oh yeah, that was my answer. When it get dark outside is when you go do your dirt. Okay, we get somewhere now. So the message is, you on demon time? I wonder how many artists we can think of right now got a song and they say something about demon time. Or how many titles of the song is, I'm on demon time. Or how many times have one's tongue said, I'm on demon time? How many times do you think the word demon time came out of some mouths, man? You probably can't even fathom. We can't even think about. Have we said demon time so many times that now in our young men's minds has become brainwashed by saying, I'm on demon time today. So you're going to take somebody's life because he told your girl that you was a hoe ass nigga on Instagram. Or these niggas jumped on Instagram and started brandishing guns with masks on, smoking weed and drinking lean. Talking about, we on demon time. Now 9 of these niggas out of the 12 in this video dead and gone. The other going to the penitentiary for catching the charge for the bodies and the homicides that came about because they killed their man. They wouldn't retaliate, got revenge. Now we got a psychotic world. Moms don't got sons no more. Cemetery field, they didn't have no insurance. They had to do fish fries and GoFundMe.
No.
See, that's my fault. This is what we breaking down right now. The message. What is the message behind the artist and the music? And like I said, the brother said that our generation is the worst generation right now in history. He said that this generation are the most idol worshiping young people that they've ever seen in life. Our ancestors, our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers, our mothers, our father that wasn't there, the fathers who left their children abandoned because they met her, got her pregnant, No disrespect to the fathers that's there for their children. Much love, salute the father figures that's really there helping and trying to guide their sons. I got so many brothers that tell me when they need help with their sons. Like, why do you need help with your own son? Because his mind has become brainwashed by idolizing and worshiping these rappers and these fake movie star entertainers and these niggas that really claim that demon time is a good thing. See, so my message is totally against that. That's why when I came to your show, I said, I see some of the shows, brothers smoking, they drinking, they having a good time with, been on the podcast and been able to be seen and heard. But see, I'm kind of against that demonstration, not wholeheartedly with you per se, because like you said, when I came in, you respecting the artist that comes in the door for their demonstration, who they are, who they portray they are. But the real self is when that man leaves here and his electric bill ain't paid, his water bill ain't paid, he ain't even got no car, he got dropped off here or he Uber here. He's suffering somewhere because he don't have the essentials. He don't have it to just go get an outfit and go to another show and get on a flight like you and me. You might be able to.
Look, that's another thing what you said, demonstration. And this is no shot at no artist, young man coming up. But my platform is geared more towards the established. Even if you're a younger cat, your demonstration. See, I can't, like you said, I can't control your vices outside of here. when you come in here though, and that's
you want professionalism.
Yes.
You want somebody to show that they coming up and they rising up, and that you trying to break the artist.
That mental, when they come in here,
you got mental health perspectives in your demonstration.
When they come in here, they see my stuff and they, oh dang, Rich, I like this. And they 19. I had a young dude, same age as my son, come in here talking about, and I'm asking, because I asked these young artists, like with all the stuff you just said, I asked them, I said, what are you doing music for? What's your goals in music? Because we ain't asking these young artists that no more to even get to why they making this type of music. Or do you even have a goal? What's your goal? Man, dude told me he invested in his music. He want to learn about stocks and bonds, and just that question and that answer that he gave me, I was impressed by the young man, and I told him then, like, see,
he wanted to know some more.
Wanted to know, and I
he wanted to know some things. He wanted to do some things.
It don't matter who comes in here, like I said, and that's just being you. If you when your podcast, when I come on yours, it's to already know who I'm dealing with. So, like I said, if a person do, you know what you can do here. You can't smoke no, but like you said, I don't want nobody in here.
Number one, you want an artist to come in here and be totally comfortable with their reason for being here.
Right.
In most cases, just to tell about their music, they coming out, that's it. Yeah. I have a little bit more polish because not only am I established older gentleman, I'm a grandfather now, an uncle. So I got people looking up to me from so many different lights of life. An advocate. I'm talking about going to a prison, a qualified mental health professional. I'm talking about a father figure, an investor, a businessman, a business owner, a husband, a son, a brother. I'm talking about even us, business partners, worth, overcoming, rebuilding, teaching, help. My podcast is called Worth. We're going to be talking about the misuse of abortion. We're talking about the misuse of sperm. I'm talking about sperm. I said sperm, the liquid inside us that come through that urethra area that creates a person. Almost like we aliens and we don't get it. We don't get it. We're going to fertilize this egg with this sperm. Now, I said on the song, it's just a nut. Because Shorty had a big old butt, plus I was drunk, high as hell. I just wanted the nut. It's just a nut. But now this lady got pregnant. Baby, you was in a room with 3 of us dudes. We ain't had condoms. You was butt naked. We pouring liquor in your mouth. You smoking weed, looking the opposite direction. We all taking turns hitting you from the back. No condoms. You got 3 different types of sperm juice in you. I hate to sound so graphic, but this is what you got to do when you're going to be original. When I'm in school and I'm talking to the youth, we ain't trying to sugarcoat too much when we in the room with all these 6th graders that's loving the speech about, oh, he said nigga, or oh, he said pussy, or he said, nah, we speaking your language, G. Because I want to get this message across to you that who's the dad? This woman's vagina dripping with all these different sperms. Who's the dad? Don't neither one of them want to be the dad when she says she's pregnant. Nobody want to be the dad of this one because of her demonstration now. She used her body in this particular fashion for you gentlemen on this night. Man, I got shows I did with people. They come see me months later, years later. Yeah, you know, I met that raggedy at your show. He ain't came and seen his baby once, not once. I said, did you let him hit the same night when you met him at the club? I mean, I'm not going to blame him all the way, but you kind of are responsible too. So both of y'all, did you misuse his sperm, boo? So that wasn't what I really said to her to be rude. But when you think about the mechanics of what I'm talking about now, we talking about a real demonstration. Now we talking about the message for real. Now you going to talk about the misuse of abortion, Wallabe. What's that mean? You had 4 or 5 of them. Got 3 or 4 kids. 2 of them you gave away for adoption or grandma got them and you still out here at the club dancing last night when I seen you. And I already knew your demonstration was improper. Didn't judge you. Ain't mad at you. Are you taking care of the 2 you got? Are they mad at you? Are you going through a mental health crisis because your past will not leave your mind? Now you got mental health issues. You got schizophrenia. You still smoking a lot of weed. Now together. Hit that close button for me one time. That was, listen, now they spraying the weed, all this weed. They spraying all this weed. I was on Hudson and Joyce. I ain't out in none of these Arabs, but they getting rich around here. Little homie went to the gas station. Little homie said, hey, man, I got 10 grams. I got 10 grams. They go out, conjure up some money, come here, give him $22, get their blunts, get the little bump. Like, Man, they didn't legalize weed like this in Columbus, Ohio. Are you kidding me? Dispensary here, dispensary there, dispensary everywhere. The young homie outside every corner store, like, hey, big homie, hey, OG, you smoke? Nah, I hate smoking weed, young homie. I don't smoke no weed at all. I hate weed, bro. You selling weed too? Everybody's selling weed. You got a job? You going to school? You doing anything like that? I ain't trying to judge you, but everybody got weed now, my G. Then they spraying the weed with all this, trying to get you higher as you can get. Do you smoke too? Are you high right now? I ain't judging you. You got a car? You got a license? The message, man. What's the demonstration? What's your demonstration, young homie? Do you want to live to see 30, 40? Do you got any plans at all? So my thing is when I meet my young homies, man, even the ones that's rapping like crazy, I mean, going harder than me in their world. See, the illusion is the money. When they get much money, so much money, they think they above you. They think they above us. We ain't got to have nowhere near my money as you, but we got a lot of morals. We got a lot of love. We got a lot of integrity. We got a lot of reason for wanting to save other people's lives because we didn't seen it. We didn't witness it. He done been in Atlanta and walked away from so many opportunities and chances, I'm sure, because it didn't align with his demonstration. Like me, I done walked away from, I rejected my first deal. They couldn't understand 90 grand was not enough to feed the fam. In high school, fellow students swore that they was cooler. While I was moving, I always kept behind the music. As far as rap like Nike, I just do it, no convictions. Wallabe. So listen, all I'm saying is from every perspective and every angle, man, like you to interview Critty Mac, that's my dog. You know, big homie, young wise. I think Pyrex, he came yet?
Pyrex and Sonny come in. They was supposed
to Pyrex and Sonny Campbell. Listen, met them guys as the nomads. Put them guys in shows at the high five before they even knew they was gonna be who they are today. So what I'm saying is for so many artists that's got their own platform and got their own thing going on. Follow me on Instagram, Wallo Reall, WALLOREALL, Wallo Reall. My website is Wallabe Enterprise if you want to order t-shirts, hoodies, window decals, wall decals, flyers, ink pens, pencils, t-shirts, hats, embroideries. You need backdrops, you need signs, you need banners, tablecloths, logos. You see the outfit, you need anything like this. We got everything that you need from all the sweatsuits, the jackets, the printing apparel. Shout out to Fortune Over Fame, my brother Raheem. We've been representing his brand in so many videos and so many shows that, sure, you get the millions, boy. You remember, we put Ohio on the map with you. And I do nothing but salute my brother that's still striving. So the message is for the artist that's rapping, please find some way to have a message in your mind for your music so that you would inherit some type of peace for your future. Because that's really what we're trying to say. I'm not judging nothing you're rapping about, but is it consuming you so much that you lose from the same stuff you're saying out your mouth? The words coming out your mouth, is that the same thing that's going to condemn you later, next month, next week? I ain't talking about 20 years from now because, see, I'm going to tell you what the God used to do. And I ain't going to say used to do because I'm not the God, but grace. God gives us grace and time to change our mind and our heart when we go through something. And I ain't trying to turn into a preacher, man, but what I'm going to say is this. If you went through something in your life and you had to make a change, and the maker in you, the maker that created you, gave you the chance to change it, and you changed it, and now you're doing much better, you do not want to go back to that. Some of the young homies ain't even getting the chance to change. This is the real demonstration. Some of our young boys rap about it, wouldn't done it, dead. They didn't get a second chance. They didn't get a second opportunity. I got a song called Worth. So the project called Worth with AU right now. One of the better projects that the country or the world has ever heard. I got a word worth inside of a baggie. I got the word worth inside of a baggie. That's what's on the cover. This is on every platform too. Go Worth. Wallabe the Realist, the audio unit. I'm talking about a song called Worth, Visions, Clout Chasers, Black Love, Money Motivated in Ohio, which stands for Original Hustlers in Ohio. The word worth inside of a baggie. Because in the video I did, I'm like a superhero, right? So in this video, y'all can go see this on YouTube right now. My YouTube is Wallo Reall. In the video, I'm a superhero. If you watch it again, if you didn't peep it, I got on a black mink, but I'm looking like I'm like the angel. Not the angel of death, but the angel of saving your life. So if you go watch the video next time, I'm in the video and I'm trying to make it where they can't see me until I touch them. So when you watch the video, every time I touch one of the new homies in the spot, his body flash. Now, when you see me in the video, I turn into a hologram every 10, 20 seconds, my body looked like a hologram because I'm trying to be this digital angel. When I touched the dude about to shoot the cat out the window, I stopped. He stopped, turned around, pulled his mask down, and he listened to the words. Don't let this shit get you murked. For rappers putting in work. Don't let this shit get you murked. They put that boy in the hearse. Homie, you know your worth. For those who really get dope, you worth more than dying broke. I want my artists to know. Don't let this shit get you murked. Them perks lower your worth. See what I'm saying? You popping pills. Does your value go up? Hey, big homie, over there in the corner. If you take a Percocet, 4 or 5 of them, is your worth going to go up or down, sir? Down. He said down. For any grown individual out there, I know that pop perks. God bless your heart. That's lame. Popping pills to me is lame. Drinking lean is lame. Snorting cocaine up your nose is lame. Shooting up dope in your veins is lame. You become very lame when you get addicted to those drugs. See, I'm calling it lame because how many times can you do it before you tell me you cool? How long do you do it before you recognize you ain't cool yourself? When do it come to realization in your mind, like, man, I am not cool. Let me hit this line. Oh, I need a pill. Please, can somebody get me some pill? Now you became addicted. Now you a junkie. Now we found out you a junkie. We found out you want pills. We don't want nothing to do with you no more. You must have missed the message. You must have missed all these messages in these songs that I was putting out. Or maybe you was listening to them other guys' messages. See, they call it mixed messages. Maybe it was an artist that I'm talking about right now that I want to hear me. That message got to him before my message did. Or he said, forget your message, Wallabe. You ain't getting no money. See, here go where the trick come in. You ain't getting no money for real, Wallabe. Get out the way. You don't know what I'm doing, little homie. Because I'm trying to have multiple streams of income with this thing. I don't just want to rap, because they said you like Kanye, Wallabe, you like Nas, man, you like Jay-Z, you like all these other rappers, you like Lupe Fiasco, you like all these Trader True, or you like Don Trip, you like these rappers that we don't really mess with because they ain't rapping about selling dope and shooting guns and killing their own kind. I got a song called Black Man's Verdict, produced by Rashad from the Third. He been signed to So Def. Nelly said he been signed to
so. That was my brother. We played Little League football.
Guess what? Another major guy from the city that's done his work. That's to produce Black Man's Verdict. That's on my YouTube channel right now. Go watch Black Man's Verdict. All this black crime and black on black murders while we killing one another over money and some clothing. Behind these white curtains is doctors and they lawyers, the sheriff and the deputy to make my brothers nervous. Check it out. I said behind the white curtain. You seen the KKK before. You seen what's behind the white curtain. Who was behind the white curtain? Who was behind the white curtain?
The white man.
And who are the white men that we talking about?
Ku Klux Klan.
But who are they behind the curtain? To tell me what their occupation is. When they put the mask on, you don't know who they are, right? But when they take the mask off, they are doctors,
our
lawyers, our senators, our lawyers, our presidents, our politicians. Now we get somewhere. So guess what? Don't condemn, don't shoot the messenger down. We was talking about the message. I just want to make sure I clarify what this message was really all about. And that was about the artist's words in the songs for our ears to take into, and then we practice their demonstration. Or we listen to the other messages. So like, I love preachers. I love the word. I love scriptures. I love scriptures because the preacher ain't got to say too many lies. Shut up, sir. Read the scripture and then break the scripture down for me so I can get maybe a better understanding. And we family. We had the same cousin. We got the same cousin.
Yes, sir.
She told us one time, she's like, y'all cousins. I said, man, we ain't cousins, but we really brothers. She said, y'all cousins because of this and this and this on my dad's side. And guess what? Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to my baby bro.
Rest in peace to Cousin Ro. You heard me? Loved her. She told us that. So guess what? We don't even treat each other like cousins like we probably should, but we really do, because once we really found that out, we really start bonding a little bit more on this business level, on this demonstration of we ain't got to be real family to be unified. And that's what I'm trying to say, even with this interview, before we even close out or get to the last segment. It's about unifying, man, with your brother and really been there for them, not just on music. Both our mothers are still alive. Caretaker for his mother. Me, my mom's not married. She's a single black woman, living by herself. I make sure I'm there for my mom at all costs. This brother's taking care of his mom a little deeper because she's a little bit more in need of his care all the time. And he still got time to do podcasts, still got time to do his hustle with his clothing line, still got time to do shows and travel with artists, still got time to go to the place with his mom all the time when he got to be there for her when he needed somewhere else. He's working, children, bills, taking up for his children when they run into a jam. True father figure. Real rounded man here. Hood solid for sure. And I'm giving him his prop because we talk all the time. But for me to be able to come on this podcast and air out some truth, it's gratification, man. I just came from the grocery store. I came here, I got groceries in the car, but it's 2 degrees in Columbus, Ohio, so ain't nothing going. It might freeze. I bought a box of Inshore because after I work out and eat my fruit, sometimes I like to drink an Inshore just because it gives me a little bit extra nutrients.
And kids be killing them.
No, man, my Inshore, my daughter, 20, and my son, 11. I'm like, who drunk 12 Inshores in 3 days? Please, I got 24 to get.
No, I'm trying to tell you. I didn't know. I was like, what? Bro.
So listen, y'all. Know your value, know your worth. Behind all the messages we get, whether it's coming from Barack Obama, whether it's coming from Snoop Dogg, whether it's coming from Whack 100, whether it's coming from Mr. 365, whether it's coming from Pastor Geno Jennings, whether it's coming from my brother Bishop. Was it Bishop Green?
Yeah, Bishop Green.
Whether it's coming from him, whether it's coming from the music you listen to on BET's gospel channel, whether you listen to the YouTube channels talking about drill, all of it's a message. But is it worth it to you? Where's the worth at in our lives? I mean, I was born December 7th. I'm going to die on one day. I don't know what day it is. Now, I can say, brother that's already dead, the day they was born, the day they died. They don't get another chance. The one they already came at the end, it's over for him. So the ones that's out there that's still alive, like even me and you, we got a chance to change anything we want to change. Your son sitting there in the back on his phone, like my son, stay in his phone so much. I tell my son, don't get lost in that phone. We went to a CCW class this weekend because I wanted my son to have his CCW just as well, even though they passed the law for us to kids carry conceal, just to get some of the facts in our mind. You know the biggest thing that happened to people nowadays? Their phones. They concentrate on their phone so much, they get robbed quick. They get robbed the quickest because of their phone. They got their phone like their hands buried in their phone. They got headphones in with their phone, so they ain't even listening while they walking down the street. They ain't even listening when they at home. No, normally somebody breaking your house, you got your phone. Next time you look up, you got a big gun in your face.
Right.
The phone is the biggest distraction to the world right now when you in the street as a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
I ain't talking about no drug dealer, no gangster, no gangbanger. I'm talking about the law-abiding citizens, the victims.
Right.
Normally are people who got their phones glued to their eyes and they ain't paying attention to reality. So when TikTok went down, me and DJ IQ was together in the booth like, TikTok, man, we happy TikTok's gone. We happy TikTok's over with. It's over with. Get TikTok out there. Now it's back to real life. You got to run up to a girl trying to get her number now, nigga. You can't do this internet. Go into her DM to talk about all this stuff you got and who you are. Then she find out you a bum and you lame and you ain't real. And you just a Facebook nigga.
See, I'll be seeing those posts, but see, on the flip side, and this is where I'm a devil's advocate. Like, I do content and I do media and I don't need it, but it's a great platform.
Guess what?
For me.
We really was playing games.
Yeah.
We both need them.
No, it's a lot of people though that feel like that. They're like, oh, y'all know what TikTok? And I'm like, you must don't do entertainment or get no money from this entertainment because that's a source of how
Shout out DJ Copacetic. He said he lost 48,000 subscribers when they shut it down. He was so mad, bro. He was going crazy. I'm glad you're back up and running. I hope they ain't take your fly.
Yeah, I hope they get cap cut back up too. Like, cause like I said, when you do what
they mad about that cap cut.
Yeah,
guess what? Man, I never even heard of cap cut. That's what's so crazy.
That's
so
because,
look,
no, if you in this field, that's why I said behind the
I'm just getting in it. Just getting in it. Bring back cap cut.
Video editing.
Donald Trump. Bring back cap cut.
And it was supposed to be coming back with TikTok, but I guess they ain't budging on that side a little bit, whatever's going on.
I think, you know, let me just, since we're going to talk about the president, since he on TV just like we are, and we trying to go as long as the inauguration. That's why I'm still chopping it up, because we got content, bro. We got something to talk about. Look, I know I can't hang out too much longer, but Donald, if you tune into us, man, bring back CapCut, bring back TikTok, but shut it down, and then say you brought it back.
Yeah, no, he did that with TikTok.
Listen, we'll say Donald Trump gave it back to us, because that's really what it's all about.
He didn't even, bro, it didn't even take 24 hours.
No, he said,
it was like
TikTok is back. Everybody be cool.
Be cool.
Be happy. Donald Trump, I brought TikTok back. Just like I'm going to get the immigrants out of here. And Wallabe, we're going to get rid of the IRS for you business guys. And we're going to have free reign. We're going to have tax cuts. We're going to have you come rap Wallabe for $250,000. And for the weed people, we might give you 250 grams of some of that flowers you guys smoke on. Bring back guns. This is for all the gun companies and all the pharmaceutical companies out there in the world. See, this, what did he say just now? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let's read that. This is live news. Trump said he's going to wipe out gangs, including foreign gangs committing crimes in big cities. And right now, y'all look, they throwing up gang signs with his picture next to him. Look, he said, I'm going to be the savior of every street criminal. You ain't selling no more fentanyl, no more drugs and guns. We're going to stop it. I did it. I'm Trump. I made it happen. See, what I'm saying to y'all is, I don't want nobody to rob me and kill me at a gas station over $20. I mean, I might have a little bit of money in my pocket. See, we still like a little bit of money. It ain't a lot, but we still like to carry a little cash. And we also like to carry, do you understand me? Why would I have to shoot and kill a man over something he was going to take from me? Now I got to get a lawyer. When the detectives come, they talk about, look what you did to him, man. You ain't have to do that. Why'd you shoot him? Rule number 1, you shoot somebody with your concealed carry or with your weapon, first things first. First things first. We ain't talking about no lawyer. No. We ain't talking about why we did it. Take me to the hospital immediately. I don't feel good. I'm sick. Take me to the hospital immediately, officer. No. I don't want to tell you about nothing that just happened here, man. Take me to the hospital immediately. I don't know what's going on. Rule number 1 to anybody out there, especially my black men, don't you dare get the yapping. You know what they do? They read you what they call your rights. Your right to remain silent. Your right to shut the up. That's the best. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you need an attorney, you know, all of that. So be careful. It's our words. It's the message. It's the words. It's about paperwork. Paperwork. You can tell me I'm lying, but when you go to court, guess what you're going to get in the mail after you go to see, before you go see that judge? A bunch of paperwork. When you buy a house, you're going to get a bunch of paperwork. When you go to the hospital and you get discharged, they're going to give you a whole bunch of paperwork. Listen, my mom has been through so many different health ailments. My mom got so much paperwork, and right now my mom got a case. The police jumped on my mom, man. And I've been keeping this on the low, but the police jumped on my mom. It was on camera. We got witnesses of people who was there, and there's some people that's in trouble right now. And we get ready to get the ball rolling with it. I pray to God keep her healthy, keep me healthy. That's why you better tighten up in life, because you never know what's going to happen to the people you love and how well you got to be there for them. Being high all the time, drinking all the time, damaging your kidneys, damaging your lungs, damaging your teeth, all of that will hurt you and damage you. Shout out to all the artists in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to every entrepreneur, tax service, clothing line, food truck, all my chefs, all my barbers. Shout out to all my content creators. Shout out to all my podcasters. Shout out to all my hairstylists. Shout out to all the people who got their own trucks, dump trucks, semis. Shout out to all my people who got their food truck, who got restaurants. So all the people in the city that's got something that's going to generate them some money. Because what Donald Trump is doing to me, he is definitely going to be dictator style. Yeah. But what are you dictating? See, are you just sitting around judging what he's doing, or are you dictating your own vision? Or are you still standing on path for your success? What are you doing out there? So for you to judge me with whatever I do, don't worry about what I do. If I ever get a chance to get $250,000 to go rap with anybody that's gonna pay me, don't worry about what I do. Like they told me, I ain't worried about what the enemy gonna do to me. The enemy better be worried about what I'm gonna do. Facts. And I think that's what we all better remember. So I mean, on this particular show, the name of this podcast is what again?
It's One-on-One with Mr. 365.
One-on-One with Mr. 365, Wallabe Hood Solid. I'm talking about Wallabe Enterprises, Stay Out the Streets, Youth Empowerment Program, Hood Solid. We ain't doing nothing but describing why black men come together, have a conversation, talk about truth, and share and discuss why the facts are necessary for every single one of our children, every single one of our friends, every single artist in the world that want to do music. And if you just rapping to be rapping, cool. But what's your message, man? And that's all I really want to say today, bro, because it's not much more we can tell them at this point because we got a lot of work to do, a lot of shows to do. You got a lot more interviews to do. And then you're going to come to my show, and I got my show, Worth, Overcoming, Rebuilding, Teaching, Help. What I'll be talking about again is how there's women out there that can mess up me and your life coming out of nowhere with accusations. They can lie on us now because they've been watching YouTube. They've been watching all of these shows. They've been watching all these TikToks. A lot of faking, a lot of acting going on where a woman can say, this young man raped her and she loved this man for 5 years. He got some money, got 2 new girlfriends. He don't want to be a part of a relationship. She mad. Her girl going coerce the night that it all happened. It never happened at all. Now they done sued this guy because he got a couple $1 million. They done took him to court. He didn't have to settle with them. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at Tupac. Look at Mike Tyson. I mean, I can keep on naming men, and they ain't just men of color. How many you got? What's that do? Skip. Mm-hmm. Right now, look what he going through. Yep. That woman might have had her chest out underneath his desk with his pants down so many times, and now guess what? She's suing him, suing that man for millions because she know he got millions. The lawyer gonna get some money. The judge is gonna be like, "Hey, look like this is real." He might not be true. All I'm saying is, be careful what you do with your time. Be careful what you do with your energy. Be careful who you trust because these women is attacking us guys, as athletes, as movie stars, our entertainers, and they coming from every angle. You might have really had some love for this girl and she didn't lie and said everything opposite. So for any woman out there that don't have integrity, don't have no type of moral compass about life, and especially protecting us men, especially as us black men who always get the bad end of the stick and they treat us like we all criminals, not true. Like we all just like out to have to rape a woman, and we know this woman been throwing us begging us to sleep with them, begging us to come to their house, begging us to cheat on our wife, begging us. I can't wait to have these shows and these segments with all these different men that went through all these different stories and trials and tribulations. Brothers that's locked up right now who never raped that girl one time and doing 10, 20, 50 years and had to get in fights, got beat up in the chow hall because they said that they raped a girl and they never even touched the girl. Mental health is so real. Some mental health crisis going on, y'all. So just make sure you stay hungry. Make sure you stay focused. Make sure you keep the God as the memory in you, in me, in you. Keep the God in you. And I ain't talking about the fake Jesus. I ain't talking about this fake Jesus that they done put on us. You better find out the real, true Yahweh, the most merciful, that resides in you, your heart, your spirit, and don't let your mind get tricked by the things you see. Don't believe the human eye in sunlight or shade, for the puppet show is a devil's masquerade.
Hey, man, I couldn't had a better show. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it was going to be before we do it because our conversations is like this regular. We talk, we inspire the mind, but I think it comes across so much better because I tell people all the time, people nowadays is almost what you just said. They on their phones, so they want to watch. They want to watch. They gonna watch us. They gonna watch it. Now we giving them something. Ooh, he's saying something. You know what I'm saying? And when we just feeding the mind, man. I'm honored again. This is my brother, my family. Great guy, man. All around. When I hear his name spoken in rooms, and I always come and say something good when somebody like, oh, this is my bro, this is my family. Yeah, he's hood solid. He's that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, our platform is just to bring these guys to you, and give you what our culture does around here in Ohio, Columbus. That's where we at, to be exact. The Buckeyes about to bring the national championship home tonight. As we speak, it's Martin Luther King Day and Trump getting in office. So it's like,
history, man. And that's why we did this today, because going down in history, if y'all listen to this message today that we put out there, this is for every man, woman, and child. This is for any transgender, any gay man, any gay woman. We ain't discriminating against no Mexicans. We ain't discriminating against no Chinese. We ain't going against no Arabs. We ain't going against no white men, no white woman, black men, black women, black boys. We are attacking the minds. We want to give the truth to all. And that's what I stand for. Wallabe the realest, hood solid, know your value, know your worth. Wallo Reall on Instagram, Wallo Reall on Facebook. The podcast is coming. Worth, overcoming, rebuilding, teaching health. We're going to be talking about a lot of different demonstrations on this mental health piece. We're talking about all the things that's coming our way as men in America, especially as black men who always are under the gun. So guess what? Donald Trump is the president. I'm sure he's already been sworn in. We was swearing in people's minds just now while he was doing his thing. So I'll give this man big props, a big shout out. One-on-one with Mr. 365 and Wallabe. This is a for real historical interview. If you listened and you even heard any of the messages that we was giving y'all today, check it out. We're going to keep on working. We're going to keep on grinding. Martin Luther King Day was today. Ohio State going to win this championship tonight. Remember, we told y'all that. This is going down in history. I'm going to shake your hand, champ. I love you, boy. Hood solid. Wallabe the original. Wallo Reall, baby. We ain't going nowhere. We just getting started.
We just getting started. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the video. Yes, sir. That's going to be dope.